Hi, I wanted to do a short video on your carpet cleaning business. My name is Tom Casey, and I wanted to just kind of compare you with some of your competitors in terms of how you guys fall out in search results and why there might be a difference there. So before I do that, the first thing I wanted to show you is just how many searches are actually happening a month for carpet cleaning in the Denver area. And this is a tool that Google has out there. So if we can see there's 880 in December, there was 1,000 in November, another 1,000 in October, 1,300 in July. So I mean, anyway, it looks like it averages about close to 800 to 1,000 or more a month, people looking for carpet cleaning. So that's why I wanted to look at the search issues here. So what I wanted to do is look at results on the first page. So I did a search for the carpet cleaning in Denver, and this is the first page of Google right here. And let's see where I found you. Here you are, Ambrose Carpets, and you are on page 4. So what I wanted to do is say, okay, let's look at a couple factors. I'm going to keep this video short, so I'm only going to look at a couple factors because Google looks at obviously a lot more than that. But I want to compare you with one of these guys that shows up on the first page, and we'll just look at those two factors only. So I'm going to use Zero Res of Denver to look at for comparison purposes. So the first thing we're going to look at is something called citations. A citation is a listing on a directory for your business. It's basically a name, address, phone number listing. So the site I'm on right now actually goes out and finds directory sites, and then also does counts of citations for businesses. Well, here's, for instance, is a directory site called lookhoo.com. If you had a listing on Lookhoo for Ambrose Carpets, with your name, address, and phone number, business listing, that is considered one citation. Okay, so that's considered, like I said, one citation. Now, Google likes citations because it feels it makes your business more legitimate, and therefore wants to showcase you over someone with fewer citations than you. Up at the top of this web page, they actually do counts for businesses. So I put you in here. It's telling me you have 133. Now that's actually really good. But look at Zero Res, they have 192. So obviously there's a difference. However, what's important to know about citations is they have to be exactly the same everywhere. And what I mean by that is they have to be, the name of the company has to be exactly the same. The phone number has to be exactly the same. And the address has to be exactly the same on all of them. If some of them are not exact, then Google is just going to discount them. So I'm wondering if of your 133, I haven't looked at all of them yet, but I'm wondering if some of them are not totally exact. But anyway, those can be reviewed. But the other good news is that you can get added to the directory sites very easily and fast. So we could get this number bumped up close to 200, and that would make a big difference in where you show up in search results. So that's one factor. The second and last factor I want to talk about is something called backlinks. Now, backlinks are simply a link from one website to your website. So for instance, if there was a website called denvercarpetsolutions.com and they had a link on their site to ambrosecarpets.com and that link went to your website, that's considered one backlink. Now, Google likes backlinks even more than they like citations. Again, for similar reasons, because they feel it makes you more legitimate and therefore they want to showcase you higher in the rankings than someone who has fewer. So the site I'm on here actually goes out and counts backlinks for a website. And here you are, and I did a count for you, showing me 4 unique, and this is the number we want to look at. It's what unique. There was some duplication in there, but that's one thing we want to look at. The other is the link influence score. That's a number of 0 to 100. Obviously yours is pretty low, but most people are only in the 30, 20, whatever range. Not very many people are over 50. But that link influence score is basically based on the websites that you're getting linked from. How good are they? The better the website you're getting linked from, the higher that score is going to be, and the better it is for you. But let's look at Zero Res. Okay, well, wow, they have 130. Now you don't need 130 per se to catch them, because look at their link influence score. Of those 130, they have a lot of weak links in there. So what we would do, and we can do this, we would add backlinks to your site, maybe just 10 or 15 of them. We just would make sure that they're quality backlinks. We don't want links coming from spammy or scammy sites. Google will penalize you for those. So even if we just added, like I said, 10 or 15 and they came from good sites, we could get your score up here, maybe, you know, up to maybe 10, 20, 30%, which would be a lot better than zero guys over here have, and that would even have a much more larger impact on where you show up in search results than the citations. But just those two factors alone, you can see that there's a difference between you and someone on the first page, but you also can see that there's something to be done about it and correcting it, and when it's not major action either. But anyway, that's what I want to talk about today. That's what I do for a living, but I do not charge for consulting services. So if you want more information on what I talked about today, you want more information on other factors that we didn't talk about that we could, that would impact how you show up, or if you want me to review your website, I do that all for free. There's no cost or obligation. So please use the contact form on the website that I sent you to watch the video to hit me up. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Have a great rest of the day. Bye now.